So you're making your books and you're thinking, well, how now do I let people know that my books are out there? Maybe you've published some books and had little success, no success. Well, marketing is a really key part to Amazon KDP. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Claire, this is Mrs. D, and today we are going to be doing a deep dive on marketing. So marketing is how you're promoting your Amazon KDP books, and this goes for whether or not you're doing low, medium or high content books. It is relevant to each and every one. You've got a few different options. You've got some options which are definitely going to cost you money. It may start that you start with a small budget and build it up as you start to generate some sales, or it may be that you go down some of the free options. So today we are going to be looking at options for every single budget. So first up, of course, we cannot start anywhere else but Amazon ads. So with Amazon ads, you simply go into your dashboard and then come over here into your promote section, Amazon ads, and then in here you can kind of create, adjust, you can group your adverts together. And if you would really like a real proper deep dive on Amazon ads, let me know down in the comments, because there is so much. There are so many different metrics. There are so many different ways to set up Amazon ads as well. But primarily you've got two different options. You've got your sponsored product, which is where you are promoting one product at a time. And you will see these come up within usually the top few listings. But each book, each niche has a different cost associated to it. So you might say, for example, start off with $1 a day. And in that $1, if you've got a niche that has quite low traffic to it, your cost per click might cost maybe 5 cents, something along those lines. But if, for example, your book is, let's just say it's a generic colouring book for adults, which is going to get a lot of search traffic, now Amazon are going to, they essentially bid you against other people that are putting in money. So that might be much higher, sort of higher than 50 cents. Sometimes 83 cents was, I think, one of the highest that I saw. But I'm sure it can go even higher than that. And again, you've got to kind of think about your profit margins as well and how that's kind of going for you. But you can set minimum and maximums that you want Amazon to do. And you can also set it so, say for example, we've got Prime Day coming up. You want it to go slightly higher on a Prime Day, because lots of other sellers will also do the same. But Amazon will not go over your cost per click. They may not even spend your full budget every single day. It completely depends. And your budget is only ever used when someone actually clicks on your sponsored link. So you're not getting charged for every time they show you. It's every time that someone clicks on your product. Next up, you've got your brand ones as well. So this is great if you've got like a collection of books. Say if you've got a collection of journals and you kind of want to showcase all the different styles that you've got. And that's a really great way if you are, you're building your brand. Again, it works very similar, cost per click. It does cost a little bit more usually for cost per click, because obviously you're kind of opening up. And if you're doing that kind of brand one, what I would say is really pay attention to your branding. Make sure that it's really cohesive. Make sure those books kind of tie in together. Could be that they might not necessarily all be exactly the same book. They might not be 5 weekly journals for 2024, but they might be 5 different types of planners that you might want all 5 of them, and they might be relevant. So just really kind of consider what sort of ad you would like to go to. If you want a deeper dive into Amazon ads, if you want me to show you how to set them up, how to manage those ads once live, then just put a little comment down there. Just say Amazon ads. I'll know exactly what you mean and I will look to get a video created. So obviously Amazon ads is going to cost you. However, free option here, although you can still pay for it, is using social media. So when I'm talking social media, you could use YouTube if you specifically had a brand. I've seen some like AMSR sort of colouring book type things. You could use Instagram and create that kind of brand awareness page, as well as on Facebook. And also TikTok is massively on the rise at the moment. There are so many different colouring book pages in particular that I've seen going absolutely crazy on there, but you can also do exactly the same sort of thing with journals. And the way I would do that is, if you're out there selling your journals, I would simply film me writing in my journal each day, and that would be it. Or I would film flicking through the pages. So that is like a completely free option. Obviously you can then post that onto your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and just kind of tweak it a bit. You could put that onto YouTube as well under sort of a brand name. Obviously you have got Facebook ads, which you can pay for. You can use TikTok Promote as well. And you can, in certain cases, sort of put in links. But what I tend to do is use something called direct.me, and I absolutely love it. It's free, it's easy. Put a link in the description. So with TikTok and Instagram, you're only able to put 1 or 2 links. One's 1, one's 2. So I just put a direct.me and then it takes you to all my social medias. I'll also link my one as well so you can see that. But then you could link from that direct.me into your books so that people can go and buy them. If you have affiliate marketing as well, say Amazon Associates, then of course you can get that small amount of commission on top as well. So that's really a win-win. And so many people now are spending so much time scrolling through social media that I think this is a really great way to, you know, get out there to your audience. Just think about who is your audience as well. I think if you're kind of looking at maybe 35 plus, TikTok may not be where you want to be, but perhaps Instagram and Facebook might be a bit better for you. And it goes without saying, because you're kind of doing videos or photos or carousel posts, something like that, the images need to be really high quality. They need to really speak about your brand and what it is that you represent. With social media, it can be completely free. It will just be your time, but you can also use TikTok Promote and Facebook ads just to kind of push that brand awareness out there. Next one, again, if you are really looking at kind of pushing that brand, I would definitely think about perhaps creating like a blog or a website, something along those lines, because then you can embed your links into it. So say, for example, a previous colouring book I've done on this channel was the tattoo colouring book. That was done completely with AI, and I'll put a link to that in the pinned comments. But with that one, let's just say my KDP niche is tattoo colouring books. I might create a blog or a website all about tattoos. And it might be like showing images that I find over on Pinterest. Oh, and Pinterest is another really great social media place, by the way, that's completely free to use, that you can promote your books on, and actually often gets overlooked, and I have definitely overlooked it today. It is huge, particularly, again, visual. But yes, so say I have taken my tattoos, I've got some images off of Pinterest, off the internet, and then I'm kind of like writing blog posts about them, and then just kind of linking, would you like to design your own tattoos, or however you want to put it. It's a really good way of doing it. If your niche is in and around cars, it might be that way. If you're doing planners for like family life and things like that, you could have kind of like a family life blog, vlog, and kind of keep incorporating those books into it. And that's a really great way. Obviously, there is a little bit of a setup cost, although there are ways that you can set up blogs for free. But I think when you pay for your URL and you host it and do everything all correctly, I think it makes a big difference to the legitimacy. Say, for example, let's just say we're going into the family life. Let's just call it familylife.co.uk for the UK, or you're at like blogger.familylife.com. I just think it's just way better. It's not going to cost that much. If you go to something like GoDaddy and HostGator or something like that, you'll be able to get a website sorted for like less than £100. So I just think that's kind of worth doing. But again, you're thinking really very much about the branding and things like that. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're just creating journals for families. You could then like go out into notebooks, into planners, journals, colouring books, like you name it. You can kind of feed all these different things into it. With the tattoos, for example, you've got your colouring books, but you could have sketchbooks and tattoo design books, and even perhaps like creating a more high content book around different tattoo styles through different like periods of time and things like that, and how the fashions and stuff have changed. Like, so much of that you'd be able to pull off of the internet and kind of adjust it, and I think books like that you would get a much higher margin for as well. That was a little bit off course, but very important as well that we just, you know, I want you to kind of go away fully equipped, knowing exactly what to do and how it could be relevant to you. I don't just want to be spitting, you know, words out. Of course, as well, there is engaging with communities and also influencers. So you can use social media influencers. You could just start off by sending out your books for free. You know, you can get your author copies. You could send them to an influencer that is kind of relevant to the niche that you have created. Ask them to please, you know, create a video and a review on Amazon. And that can be a really great way to kind of firstly bolster your brand, but also to get those reviews and ratings over on Amazon, because the more people that review and rate it, the more Amazon's going to think, oh, this is a great book, let's get this out there, this is, yeah, amazing. That at the moment is really powerful. And if you've got, it doesn't even have to be like massive influencers, it could be people with like 500. And to be honest, like those smaller influencers have more authentic voices in the early days, and I think huge brands now are starting to go more towards those nano and micro influencers. So why not have a look and just see if they would mind doing that for you? And it could also work out great in the long run. It could become like a great collaboration, and they could kind of start to, you know, really boost your product sales. The other sort of communities, like obviously you've got like BookTok and things like that. Having a look through Instagram and Facebook and seeing if there's sort of communities that you can join in and around your niches. Like there's a huge movement at the moment, the 5 a.m. club. So let's just say you've created a journal for the 5 a.m. club. So, you know, try and find some pages that are linked to that and start sort of talking and adding value to what's going on that page. I wouldn't go straight in there and be like, ta-da, here's my book. But definitely, like, you could certainly get in there, give them some good kind of value, and then say, oh, by the way, have you seen this book? This is ideal, da 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 da. And as you can see, then it kind of turns into more of a sales pitch. Next up, I don't know if you're aware, but you can actually offer discounts on your Amazon KDP books. So it doesn't necessarily have to be full price all the time. So if you know, like, Prime Day's coming, let's kind of, doesn't really matter, I just want to get a few more sales, do it. Get the sales so you can get the reviews, and that can be like a massive boost to your monthly sales. It might mean that your margins and what you're going to take home is sacrificed, but let's say you've got a planner and you're currently averaging £10 a month, not £10 a month, 10 books a month, and let's say you're making £1.50 per sale, so 15 quid a month. Now let's just say you halve the price of the book, well, not halve it, but you lessen the price, so now you're making 20 pence per book over the Prime long weekend, and that's 4 days. But over those 4 days you bring in, let's just say, 10 sales per day, which is not unrealistic at all. You're kind of there or thereabouts. So 20 times 40. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I do this to myself. In every single video I end up doing maths on the spot in my head, and it never goes well. So it's 8 quid, I think. If I'm wrong, just put the right answer in the comments and I'll figure it out later. But yeah, so let's just say now you've made 8 quid from 40 book sales, but Amazon have just seen a sudden spike in your book sales. So what are they going to do? They're going to start pushing your book up, and also your BSR, your bestseller ranking, will go up. So you're going to naturally start to climb up that search engine ladder. So that is a really great way. You don't want to be doing that like constantly, but every now and again it's a really good way to just kind of bolster those sales and push them out there a little bit more. And then just kind of like a few more kind of top tips is really try and make it super easy for your customer to leave a review. Put that QR code in the back of your book so it leads straight into your page, so into your review page, so then they can leave that review. As I say, the more reviews you get, positive of course, the more Amazon are going to be pushing your book, the more they're going to believe that you're giving value to their customer. At the end of the day, Amazon are bringing the people to your books, but you need to then deliver on what it is you're saying that you're setting out to do. So definitely do that. Really focus on that UGC, whether it's yourself doing it or whether or not you're sending out to other influencers. And also think about email marketing. I've said it before in other videos. Again, QR codes that lead people into a little funnel so then they can get for free like a few extra colouring pages or a digital version of your planner. It can make such a huge difference, because then if you're creating that brand awareness, you can then keep in touch with those people. So when you're going to release a new book, you just simply send it out to them. Hey guys, just letting you know this new book's just dropped. I know that you've been using and enjoying this planner, but I've now got this one and this is why I think it would be great for you. Simple, done. It's just, yeah, really thinking outside the box and thinking about what value you're bringing to your buyers, people that are kind of investing in you and in your brand. And that's how I always like to think of it when I'm creating a book for my brand, is that I'm thinking about, I'm investing time into it, but not just that, I'm investing in the people that are then going to buy back for me, and those people are investing their money into me. So just think of it, your time investment is huge, and it can have an impact on other people. It can have an impact on your sales. Really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've been getting stuck about how to upload your Amazon KDP books, then check out this video right here. It's going to take you step by step through that process so you know exactly what you need to do. I'll see you all next time. Thanks so much. Bye.